Before you can leverage MDM, you need to first configure the entities you wish to use with it. In this lesson, I will show you how to publish the customer entity to SQL MDS using MDM. After that, we'll configure data synchronization for the customer entity, and then I will show you how to verify the synchronization from both the MDS web application as well as from within the MDS add-in for Excel. Let's start with publishing the customer entity to MDS. To do this, we're going to start with the data import-export framework module. And in the master data management section, let's click on publish entities to SQL master data services. Here, we have a set of entities. I'm going to select the customer entity and then click on Create Schema. Now we get a message that says the customer entity has been created in SQL Master Data Services. Let's go into the Master Data Services form, the web application, to make sure it's there. When you open the Master Data Services and you press F5, you may notice that you don't see the model here, and that's because we're logged in as Contoso/administrator. The model gets pushed from AX using the Contoso/admin user, and so we just need to log into Internet Explorer using the Contoso/admin user. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now, in this window, you can see that we have the DMF customer entity model. Now, let's make sure that we're able to synchronize data between AX and this customer entity model. So first, let's go into AX and look at the customers that are there in this company. I'm going to go into Accounts Receivable, All Customers. And you can see there are a number of customers that are in the USMF company. Now let's go into master data management and then synchronize these entities into SQL MDS. To do this, I'm going to go back into the data import-export framework and click on Manage Synchronization. Then we're going to create a new group and call this customers list. And then I'm going to click on the entities button and select the customer entity. I'm going to leave the sequence as 1. If you had multiple entities to synchronize, you could add multiple entities here, and the sequence would specify the order in which the synchronization would happen. Now I have created a new sync group, and I can now synchronize the entities to MDS. To do this, let's click on a new schedule. And here I get a dialog which lets me configure a new schedule for the MDM synchronization. You could set this up so the synchronization happens periodically using batch processing with a particular recurrence. So you could say that you want to synchronize customers every 15 minutes or every hour between your AX application and SQL MDS. Or if you turn the batch processing off and press OK, it's going to run the synchronization immediately. As you can see, the MDM synchronization completed successfully. You get an info log message that says 30 customer records were inserted in staging and 30 records were exported to the master data service. There were no records that were imported from the SQL MDS because this is the first time we're doing the synchronization. So now let's verify that the data is actually in SQL MDS. We'll do this using two ways. First, we'll use the web application, and then we'll also look at it from Excel. Now within the web application, we're going to select the DMF customer entity model and click on the Explorer. You can see all of the customers that were originally in AX now part of the SQL MDS. This also shows you all of the attributes for that customer. Let's also look at this from within Excel. We're going to open a blank workbook. Because we've installed the MDS add-in for Excel, you'll see a new tab called Master Data. You can select that and then click on Connect and then Manage Connections. We've created a new connection for SQL MDS, and the settings for this connection are the server address is http://localhost:8089. Let's test that we're able to connect to this. Click on Close and connect to MDS. Now on the right side, we're going to select the DMF customer entity model and then double click on the DMF customer entity. You get a warning that there are a lot of columns in this particular entity. Let's continue. And there it is. We've looked at the data that was pushed from AX into SQL MDS from both the MDS web application as well as from Excel. Just to confirm this, we're going to check this particular row within AX. So this is the DE001 entity. Let's go back into AX, accounts receivable, all customers, and look for DE001. There's Contoso Europe, one of the customers in AX. As you saw, the data from AX was successfully synchronized with SQL Master Data Services. Now, let's jump gears a bit and talk about single and multi-master modes.